Speaking of interesting progress, YouTube rolls out beta for A/B testing of titles to a small subset of users. I think a lot of YouTube enjoyers probably know at this point that there's been A/B testing for thumbnails for quite some time. But yeah, now they're rolling out for a small subset title testing. We have some images of what it looks like. I can't show those off my laptop.
I gotcha.
For now, creators can test 3 titles or 3 thumbnails or 3 title thumbnail pairs. Interesting.
Very cool.
As far as we have seen, it does not run all combinations of title and thumbnail. That's what I expected it was going to do, but okay. With thumbnail, ABC, etc. This should allow creators greater ability to test the different ways of packaging their videos, which is cool. This is a good thing, in my opinion. Like with thumbnail testing, it uses watch time as the primary indicator of what is the best title, which I think makes sense given the metrics that YouTube currently cares about. LTT writer Adam went back through some older videos of his to test out the feature, and here are some tests that have been run or are currently running. The first listed title was the title at the start of the test. That's really interesting. Oh, and we're already seeing some results that indicate good potential changes. This is really interesting. Notable weird behaviors and viewership numbers after starting and running these tests on this video are included in some of the pictures that Linus is likely going through. Also, viewership numbers don't show as much weirdness on videos with more momentum, which is interesting. Kind of makes sense.
Yeah, like this one was kind of dead in the water, and then we changed the titles.
It's a little bit of life,
and a little bit of life got breathed into it. Whereas this is one that just kind of already had kind of leveled off and had some decent momentum.
Yeah,
but you can see that watch time share way bigger for VR. Doesn't get better than this. Big Screen Beyond 2 versus they changed the VR game again. Too vague posty. Like it's easy to see in retrospect what you screwed up. But it's not always easy to come up with a title in the first place.
Yeah, this is really cool. There was a heavily updated comment on Floatplane that the Floatplane title for Tech Gripes 2 was better than the YouTube title, and the YouTube audience is inconclusive.
Oh, wow. This is very... I'm
assuming he means heavily upvoted.
Yeah, so this one, the original title won, after Floatplane said that they really didn't, resonate with the YouTube title, but barely. Just barely.
You can't always perfectly trust the Firefox users,
That's the thing about Firefox users is they're
foxy.
They know all about foxes and fire. But
your game, guys.
Maybe not other things.
Discussion question: do you worry about potential effects this can have on the experience for browsing videos?
I mean,
it's going to make it harder to find them because if you remember the title of a video, I wonder if they have some way in their search.
I found YouTube's metadata-based searching is really strong. Like if I kind of remember the approximate vibe of what a video was and like kind of what we talked about, they use the transcript, they use all the metadata at their disposal to try to return as accurate a search result as possible. Where I run into trouble is when they don't actually show me my search results. Right? Like when they have my search, they have like 2 of my search result, and then it's like continue watching, other users enjoyed, friggin' no, give me the search results. I'm trying to see my search results.
I'm hoping that they retain the old or the other various titles that were used in their search metadata stuff. As long as they do that, I think it'll be fine. That was the first concern that came to me.
Yep.
Other than that, I don't think it's going to have a major effect on browsing videos, to be honest. Titles are already incredibly clickbaity across YouTube. I honestly don't know that this will necessarily be worse. Linus pointed out earlier that one of the titles did worse because it was too vague posty.
Yep.
And it's based on a thing.
It's based on watch time, and that's for a very good reason. YouTube has over time moved away from focusing on things like click-through, because what they found was that even though people might click on a particular thumbnail, I mean, Phil DeFranco was famous for doing this way back in the day, and he's scrubbed the internet of some of his old habits. So it's actually, I wanted to talk about this in a video on thumbnails and titling a little while back, and I literally couldn't find,
can't find it.
anything of the old, like, Phil DeFranco show, Sexy Phil, where like every one of his thumbnails would just have like giant boobies all over it. And then he'd have like, and then they evolved the rules, so he had to have at least one frame of the actual video that had giant boobies.
One frame of it,
so that he could include that in the thumbnail, and it was a whole thing, right? So the meta has evolved from click through, which YouTube has found does not generate a quality experience for the viewer, to focusing on watch time. So by forcing us, not even telling us which one has the best click through, by forcing us to optimize for watch time, what YouTube is incentivizing, again, by forcing us to optimize for, is promising something to the viewer that ultimately will be fulfilled, right? Because you're not going to hang around for a long watch duration on a video that makes a promise in the title and thumbnail that it doesn't fulfill. With that said, I do think there are behaviors that are going to be incentivized that are less desirable, like, taking a while to get to the point, like kind of, leading people on. And I have no problem with storytelling. I love storytelling, like setting up and creating an environment where I'm trying to give you an enticing teaser for what's to come. That is different from just, blue balling it. So
it could be a good thing.
I think
I'm gonna hold on to some hope and say that it could be a good thing.
Is this it, Luke? Is this the Positive WAN show? I mean, other than the first things we talked about.
Other than
is the rest of it?
And probably the next things we'll talk about. Oh yeah. The next topic, if left up to me, will be negative. So we'll see how that goes.
Okay, well, I'm not going to let you go. I'm not going to let you go next yet. Then.
All right. Fair enough.
Wait, you want Adam thoughts first? Sure.
Yeah. I could see this being okay. Where did it go? There we go. I could see this being a nuisance for multi-account users where video progress isn't tracked.
Yeah, so if you watch something on your work account, but then you go home and it gets served to you, and now it has a different title or thumbnail, you might not realize you've seen it. Yeah, I think that's a bit of an edge case, though. That's probably mostly going to be okay, because once the trial is done, it settles on one. Now,
and like that's already happening with thumbnails.
And I do think that could change in the future. Like if I had the ability to have like 3 different title thumbnail combos and say like this one's more tuned for hardcore techies and this one's more tuned for a more casual tech adjacent audience, and this one. I would use that.
That's got to be the future.
I would use that so hard. But that would be a nuisance for sure, especially if you got profiled slightly differently across your work and your personal use, which could happen. I mean,
you very likely would.
I've been known to watch different content at home versus what I watch at work.
On YouTube?
Why not? There's lots of interesting stuff on YouTube.
The next question is, do you see any way this system could be gamed? And that's the point, I think.
Yeah. I mean, what is gaming, right? Optimizing. The entire purpose of this feature is to optimize for more watch time. And that's in both YouTube's and creators' best interest. I don't know if it's in the audience's best interest, but hey, if you don't like YouTube, you don't have to watch it, I guess.
I'm excited to see a spiffing
everyone's
Brit video.
Leaving. Everyone's stopping watching. Just kidding. They're hooked.
I'd be interested to see a spiffing Brit video where he like breaks down ways to min-max it somehow or something, or like.
I mean, it's almost certainly coming.
It'd be interesting to see, like, okay, comment or like this comment, if you got this version of the title or something like that, or I wonder if there's some. Oh man,
that's actually pretty good. I like it.
How many times can you redo these types of tests? Is it just once?
I don't know if there's a limit.
Yeah. Interesting. Being able to just constantly change the title and the thumbnail, especially if it gives you even a small bit of a boost just because it's trying to see if people like the new version.
Yep.
Could be something that's gamed, but I'm sure they would, become privy to that pretty quick. So I don't know. It's interesting.